Ciento, massive low Ciento. But we finally can get back into something that I have not been able to do for literally 2 weeks. Had to do a lot of massive helping earlier today. So now I can finally strategize it up. I've literally been sitting non-stop working on that stinking thing. And I can finally present it tomorrow, 12 p.m. CST. Chilling out. Hope you're all doing good. Okay, so, well, you know what they say, expect the unexpected. Alright, let's get back into it, or let's get into it. I have been sitting here for eons, waiting for this game. Let me, see if I can boot it up real fast. Checking all that, it's not here, so we're gonna have to flick. No, there we go. Alright, let me scene transition on over. There we go. Absolute cinema. Take out a few peppers so I don't destroy my stinking stomach. Felt that it dropped on my stinking leg. Oh yeah, pygmy. So me and Fiddles will not be able to talk until tomorrow night. I can't wait because I haven't been able to talk to him in like a week. I had to lock in extremely hard into my to the thing. It was really boring. Isolated and lonely, but here we are. Finally, at long last, at the stinking Radiance. I have no new news, none whatsoever. Well, in Fire Emblem, respectfully. I know that the voice actor for James from Pokemon and Meow tragically passed. That was sad. I watched the end of Squid Game Season 3. Thought it was alright. I should be releasing that like Sunday or Monday. By my opinion. Because I already made all 3 of them like literally in one day. But I didn't want to release them all at the same time because I feel like that'd just be overflooding. Especially for July 15th, where a whole bunch of stuff's supposed to get like demonetized, and so I didn't want to just overmass spam real fast, you know, for no reason. TLDR, a lot of AI like slop compilations, content, all that stuff is all going to get like heavily sidetracked, and if you do that kind of thing, you're going to basically be demonetized. You're not going to be paid for it. So hopefully it actually like lessens a lot of people from actually like, you know, continuously making just a bunch of random AI slop, and it actually makes them want to make more like genuine content. I know, rare YTW. Okay, let's go. No more studying up. Ranulf and Leith. Oh yeah, because now he's on our team now. We did that whole massive push. And usually with these enemies, it's either one or two things. If it's C's, easy peasy. C's, I feel like C's is like way too easy to kind of pull off. Because at least you know one main thing is that the enemy, like the main boss, is not going to go and chase you. Like wherever he or she is at, or beast is at, they're not going to chase you. Because like, if they did, then they would lose their position. And all Ice gotta do is just move over and just set his position right then and there. He does that, he claims whatever it is, castle, whatever it is that he has to claim, claims it, wins the game. And the game devs are like, we can't be having that, so we're just gonna guard up that one position and see what happens. But then they fail to realize people like like stinking, oh I don't know, like Ike himself can just dodge his way out of it, or Mordecai can just tank the hits, or Leith can just dodge the hits. So like, you're just constantly using uses, and yeah, once you run out of uses, you're basically sitting bricks. You're a sitting person. There's nothing more you can do. So, hey, sorry. Guy finds his responsibility. Apologies are meaningless. Oh, warmed up. I just said warned. I was like, what? Fight. Ask them to fight in the buff, but you won't have much blood. And their eyes are so useless. Some amazing species that live so long. Being blind in the dark is lethal. Still, they've done better than I expected. Glad that you're able to completely let you down. Tragic look on your face. First learned that you had to travel with them. Alright. Racing Tanith. And that's Tanith. The Pegasus? I meant the Pegasus. The Falcon Knight? Which is a Pegasus Knight on a Pegasus. But it's just a different class. That's literally all I can say about it. The Race is still a good unit, hands down. He may not be able to hit at all, or do damage at all, but he can do Green Day, he can do that sing, and I'm not repeating myself about that sing. I've repeated myself like 5 different times about how to do sing. It gets me hyped every time, but I can't be hyped. Because then we're just going to go on a whole nerd spiel, and I can't have that. I can't have that. Gotta be as, not vapid, like neutral as possible. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of just blare too much on it. I can't be having all that. Bodyguards, stop following me. Or for your word. Okay. So looking, trying to see if I can re-update myself on how this is all supposed to go down. So we did our push. We beat, I think it was General Petrine. Easy peasy. The other units in Calvary pushed up. They did their thing. That's what it did. The most annoying thing I could say from last time was that there was a lot of traps. And the traps really were annoying. Because they're traps. You know what I mean? They do that. But hopefully we won't have to do too many of those stinking traps. While I was changing my clothes, my dear brother here tried stealing from my purse. That's actually crazy. Situation first place. Weeping in her soup. Don't know what that means. a 4-to-1 odd bets. Oh, yeah, never mind. He did not give up his gamble. And I felt a rush on stinking heat. I'm trying to hurry up and eat. I feel worse than my dog. Keep telling her to stop eating super fast. And here I am, hypocritically eating on my food super fast. But I mean, jeez Louise. That's a lot of books. And items. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. I was having a intentful thing. I was like, man, I am super tired. And I gotta wake up at like, what, 6:50 tomorrow. That's why I'm not gonna be here. Gotta do all that. Then I gotta drive for the first time and do all that. A lot of new news happening for the last day, but I'm kind of used to that. After all, I've dealt with my sister, last minute calls. Not really a problem with that. But so like, it's not the worst thing. I know cope is kind of crazy. Copium, a lot of copium. I mean, to be fair, I'm literally gonna have to do this regardless. I mean, there's that. Always getting punished for something I never do. Crazy. Alright, but let's go on more happy topics. So, I'm thinking that our team is kind of solid, but I don't know how much longer we'll be able to last to actually make it to the end. That whole bridge thing could have really have been anybody's ball game if I wasn't keeping on to my antics. Because I'm gonna be serious, we could have legitimately lost that, and I really would have been kind of sick if we did. But thankfully, we've kept our people up so far, all the way through. Really wish Namakalov was pretty good, so we had a source that actually be used a little bit more. And Braum, the false good tree. But now, if I ever make another playthrough, I'll make sure to at least try to get the tree and Sheen on, because I know how to do it now. The only unfortunate thing is I didn't know how to do Sheenon's thing. I thought you had to like talk to him like it's Ike or something like that. But no, you had to talk to him as Rolf. Rolf, out of all the people, Rolf, like, I get it, because, you know, he's an archer, but, like, at that rate, Astrid know how to train a dragon. Should have, done that by herself. And also, Astrid is kind of, like, weak, and it's kind of hard to get to Gertrude and talk to Astrid and do all that without her possibly, like, losing. Now, there could have been a way, you know, by her having, like, if she wasn't, like, a mountain knight, I think it would have been a lot easier due to her weight. Because if it was just like a Braum situation, just grab her and move off, I don't think it would have been too bad. So, my only question is, what would, if Braum were to, like, advance up, I don't know what skill he could have beat. Would he be, no, I don't think so. So I'm gonna make sure to save it right here. He's the happiest. It's about to rain. Scattered thunderstorms. When I go to sleep, I'll make sure to upload the YouTube vid, and I'll put it on a schedule. So before I leave, it'll already be up. It's already up on the Patreon, so if you want to go watch that right now, it's does Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, you know, still hold up in 2025? It's basically just a review of the game, but you know, title's got a title. You can't just say Dragon Ball Z Kakarot parentheses Swag. You can't do that, all right? Because we're not like John, you know, the JonTron levels of being able to do that, or like AVGN or what's another dude like Magic, not Magic Mike. It's like Magic something, but he's like the Buster Kong. Leo Luster Kong drawing. He's also a good dude that I recently had watched. I think I watched his I think his first video was it was over the guy, the I much preferred if you were quiet, from the I think it was like the GDQ event. That was so, I get it. I really do. I see both sides of it. Like, I know he was just trying to be sincere. He really could have said, like, the prefer you be quiet. That's kind of like a dang. But he really could have said so much worse. I think it's probably the most politest way he probably could have said it. Or, you know, could you please be silent? You know, something like that. I feel like he probably handled that, like, actually decently well. But I felt bad for the other guy. But, I mean, to be fair, I would also be and yeah, I can see both sides of the coin. I get both sides. You know, one wants to be a little bit more entertaining, and you know, just got invited to the event, and he's just trying to make random witty comments. And the other dude's actually trying to genuinely like speed run this game and like trying to take it seriously because he just got here probably from a big flight. And I completely see that. Then I watched I think it was like the AVGN vid, and then he talked about that dude. No, it was a different guy. And then he brought up that dude and said that, yeah, I just made a bunch of random jokes and was just basically hitting him with a bunch of brain rot. Like, it's kind of crazy that despite that being his most popular video, he actually hates it. Because it was just like, it was his first, like, thing that he did of that sort of video style. And he didn't like it. Which, you know, I completely get that a lot. I really do. So, half the times I look at, like, I'll actually go back. I don't even go back. But sometimes I rewatch my old stuff just to see how far I've actually came. And I'll be like, dang, I really kind of came a little bit far. I mean, like, I watched that Adventure Quest thing and I said to myself, like, dude, that was like my first, like, I'm gonna actually try to do something different. And then that was when it magically popped off. But then I watched, I think it was like the Naruto video, and I said to myself like, dang, I understood what I was trying to go for. Because, yes, I know whenever I post in that vid, a lot of the people pretty much were just saying, it's not pay to win. And I was like, no, that's not my whole point. My whole point was all these other points. You know what I mean? Like, the company needs to do a bit better. It's not that, oh, it's pay to win. There's cheaters and exploiters and all this stuff. But again, they latch on to one thing, and then that's like the whole thing. You mentioned one thing about one buzzword, and it was all over. But I mainly at least took some notion to at least like slow down like a lot. Because it was just a bunch of random like reference spiels. What encoder? Not sure what everyone was talking about just now, but sure. But yeah, there was like a whole segment I just said to myself like, okay, I get it, they get it, I get we put the stinking timestamps and all that stuff, but I don't think it was captivating enough. And then that's whenever we had changed our stinking format. And so, you know, usually what I'll do, like, when I do good like this, I'll make sure to get some food, pop the like, stinking juice, like, soda and stuff, and I'll just sit there, upload my video, like, hey, man, we did it, bro, 2 weeks, we put another review, let's get it, baby, man, that's what I'm talking about. And I'll hang back for a bit. But then I've kind of learned in time to not really sit with that comfortability of like, oh my goodness, you know, I did that. I kind of hate that, you know. I kind of said to myself like, dang man, like, you know, it's not like I can just sit here and just only do this. I would love to, you know, only do this, but I can't only do this. I have to do other things. So at least try to take most of the times that I have to at least go forward with it. Alright. Oh man, we were ready, happy to see the princess, and we got just basically boot ganged by a whole bunch of other people. Lucia? Oh, Lucina, my bad. Bastion. Oh. No. It can't be. If we could do so without danger to you, we would gladly risk our lives to go back. Not much time. Considering squabbling, Dan scouts may have spelled our position. Please move the army southwest of the road. No. What? We're going to the castle that's surrounded. We'll cut our way through and join the other knights. Got it? You weren't listening. I said we had no choice but to leave them behind. They were lost to us the moment the enemy discovered and surrounded them. They're not so lost that we can't take them back. You're the general, right? Even if it's only for a moment, I would hope that you would act more in accordance with your responsibilities. He's like, yeah, well, I didn't really ask for that. You know what I mean? I really was put here. I forgot who I was talking with. I think it was like on a TikTok vid. And dude basically summed it up pretty well. I literally just wanted to join an army and just join an army. But through like a whole bunch of circumstances, they were just like, he's like, man, I don't really care about nobility like that. I just kind of fight people. That's kind of like literally what I do. I'm sarcastic, and I get the job done. That's literally it. And then they were like, no, you're a noble now. And that's not why he has that position. And when someone said that, I kind of chuckled to myself like, man, they ain't wrong. As a mercenary, I still have a contract, and that's still in effect. That means she's my employer. My employer says she wants to go save people, right? Yeah, I don't want anyone else to be sacrificed. So we gonna help. Oh, so we're gonna help. Here's don't worry, I'll leave it with you. That's it. Man, when can she ever fight? The princess under that sight. That's not looking at his attention. Blah, 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 yes, sir. See, this isn't a bad. They're coming into view combat formations. Alright, look, this isn't a bad push. Some food in my system. I'm always super hungry. And I hate it so much because I burn it off way too fast. It's probably do all the humidity. So I'll eat food, burn it off, and then have to eat more food, and then burn it off, and I can't stand that. Yeah, I had to remove basically the whole entire entendre. Man, dude, no one can rest, bro. Like literally like what, 10, 11 a.m.? Father's still mowing, dude. It's like those things where like dads on their the memes was like dads on their off days just doing a whole bunch of labor work for no reason. But hey, I mean, to be fair, he is basically a workaholic. He loves to work. I'm not saying I don't with the same old work as, oh, you don't want to work. You're not going to see me just basically nearly over-fatiguing myself out there and then making it everyone else's problem. That's all I'm saying. Alright. But real talk though, focus up, right? This is our best team that we can really do. This is literally it. Sorry about that. Just I don't like cut grass and actually genuinely messing with my nose. I'll sit back on recordings and I'll like hear like myself like do that like noise, and I hate that so much because my nose will just be slightly stifled up. So it's almost gotten to a point where it's like just like a tick that I just do, and I hate that so much. Cause then I gotta go record. I hate re-recording. Like sitting on my bed is not bad because I'm far away from the mic. When I'm here, I had to actively just sit, and I can't mess with this. I can't mess with my headphone cable because if I do, then you'll hear the pop filter mic, and I hate that. So I basically just have to like keep myself like frame perfect, not move, nothing, just staring and just saying it. I feel so robotic doing that. Some Makoto Nijima type mess. And I finally got to play a bit more P5X. I still like the game. I know a lot of people kind of hate the game because they're like, gotcha, and yeah, I don't like myself, gotcha. I'm like, Honkai Star Rail, or Genshin Impact, or Wuthering Waves, right? I think they're fine games when they're not so heavily monetized. You know what I mean? That's when I think that they're like, no. I thought Honkai Star Rail wasn't that bad, story-wise and gameplay-wise. I put a bit of hours into it. I thought it was pretty fun. I only stopped because these gacha games take so much storage. Why does Genshin Impact take almost like 100 gigs? Furthermore, Persona 5X on the Steam takes about like 75 gigs. Like, I understand that they have a lot of content. I get that, right? I get that. But dude, my phone is basically taking Dokkan levels of storage. It's like 17 gigs. Dokkan's like 19 gigs. But it's like over like with the span of like a decade. And I get it. It's like, actually I don't. I mean, I understand, eventually over time, they probably got some files in there that like they need to dump, like some GTA type mess, like where they have like way too many where it wasn't optimized at one point. and then they finally optimized it. I would say in Dokkan's case, its problem is that I feel like it just has too much in the game. Actually, that's a good thing. I meant to really say that I think that they have too many like unused things in the game, like too many different animations that they haven't used in the game, and that's what's clogging up the gigs. I know, because that was a pretty stupid comment. I'd be like, isn't that a good thing? Too much I'd rather much you have too much content in the game than have too little of content in the game. You know what I mean? Like, thinking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I can say is that it's basically every game. You can race, you can play cards, you can, at this point, golf. Like, I mean, like, dude, it's like, it's the every game. You know what I mean? All they needed was thinking gambling and be good. Speaking of gambling, I don't get why, well, one, it's illegal in Texas. I want to play some blackjack. But two, right, I understand, and no, I'm not some kind of stinky gambling addict. You're not gonna see me be, I had in my head, you'll know what I'm talking about. RuneScape, Bossman Jack. Okay, Bossman Jack. You know, I'm no Bossman Jack, alright? I actually like my lungs. I don't like to do, you know, bad stuff to my body. I actually like my lungs. Even if I'm not some stinking exercising dude, I actually like to, you know, be good. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Alright, enough from the Jrpg. Let's, set our stuff up. It's really been a minute since I've actually played this. I was planning on doing some, like, 3 houses type of stuff, and, like, at least going over characters, like, not, like, best characters, but, like, builds for certain characters. I think would be pretty cool to actually, like, make up bids. But, first what I gotta do is, well, first, and he spoke. First I gotta go, play more Monster Hunter and get some footage for the Chotacabra. Come up with a little bit of something for it, and then, post it. And then, I'll do it on my, sorry, that's on my, sinking teeth. I need to make sure that, what's it called? So, tomorrow, that's a lot. I'm trying to think on how I want to do this. Okay, so I have the Kakarot footage on my hard drive currently as we speak. But I got, like I said, I got a new hard drive that has basically almost a terabyte of storage. 920 for people who want to push up their glasses. And, well, I mean, well, let me actually see the... Okay, just making sure about our stinking times with, like, I think everyone else should be relatively good. Yeah. And then I'll swap places with Tanner. Does it really matter? Yes and no. These Khmer refugees are no easy meat, and there are more of them. General recurred. Enemy reinforcements are approaching. Please. What? It appears that the troops from Princess Khmer's army, the army that brushed aside our troops in Dayan and defeated the bridge, infiltrating. Fantastic. I was getting bored. Let's smash them and beat them so we can get our victory. General, it's the Grand Army. Prince Lucy is headed this way. Fools, what are you thinking? Oh, Princess, it's not too late. Please tank, wing, and leave. Our goal is to rescue those knights in the castle. Let's get it. Alright, so, oh! For the gambling thing I meant to say was that, why don't we have cards in Dragon Quest XI? Why do we have like this stupid random shuffle poker but we don't have blackjack left? Why can't I do first to 21? Man. I think that game is fun. Or Baccarat. Or stinking, the, roulette. Which I think is... Isn't that what it is? Isn't Baccarat also the stinking... It's where you put the ball, it's like you spin the, little pinwheel thing, and you have either red, black, or double zeros, and then, you know, you drop the ball in there, and whatever it lands on is whatever it lands. You can put all red, all black, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, Gambling87. No, I just played a lot of GTA with my leftovers, and a lot of GTA with my other friends. That's probably the only reason I even know about any of those games. Good level up Leaf. First Blood. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was also talking about my storage that I'm waiting on basically doing all the other videos because the plan was after stream I'm gonna go grab my new hard drive, my new SSD, stick it into my PC, transfer all my Steam games over to my new hard drive. It's the same Kingston SSD. It's just it has like 600 more gigs of SSD and not like 2 years old. And so not that that's a bad thing per se, but like SSD is faster, but it burns out quicker than the HDD. Because it's SSD and HDD. So SSD is solid state drive and HDD is a hard disk drive. The difference is, the hard disk drive actually has a literal disk. You know Seagate on the PlayStation 4? It's literally a little like, you know, like those vinyl records where like you put like the needle onto the record and it starts playing music. That's the best way I can really describe HDD. It's ran by a disc, like an actual like CD disc, like really tiny, and it's supposed to be spinning. The reason why I don't like that one is because sometimes it'll stall out. That's happened to me before. I remember my Seagate actually got corrupted like a few years back when I was on my PlayStation, and then it got corrupted. So I had to delete. I had to literally trash my Seagate because the stinking disc was just broken. Because the needle kept replaying and I hated. Oh, I was so mad. I was like, bruh, that's so dumb. So I had to get a new Seagate, but I got it with even more gigs. So when there's bad, there can always become a good. Some say it is what it is. No. I'll smash that future. Whatever Deku said. Nah, it is what it is. I don't like that. I feel like that's a quitter's thing. I hate that because I feel like I hate it. Actually, I strongly dislike that because I don't agree with that. It sounds like a quitter's mentality. Oh, well, basically, this is how it's always gonna be. No! It doesn't have to be like that. Alright, why are you saying that? It doesn't have to be this way. That's what I would usually say. It doesn't have to be this way. Because it really doesn't. What are you talking about? It is what it is. Yeah, it is my booty cheeks. What are you talking about? You can change this. A quitter's mentality. Now obviously know when to walk away, know when to run. That's for the people who put all their chips in random different assortments of dips, you know what I mean? You take that with what you will, but come on. Alright. was gonna say, I was gonna be like, party a whoo, but no one would have gotten that. That would have been the most, what are you on about, bro? I was trying to imitate the stinking opera lady from Toe Jam and Earl back in the groove. You see why? That's the reason why I don't do those kind of references anymore. And that's why I kind of got called out for that. Because it's like, okay, some references you just can't do. Because they're just super niche or only you know them. So that's just weird. What was it? It was like that one Instagram reel was like, where I make a obscure reference but no one gets it. So I look restarted. And I was like, dang, man. I laughed my head off. Not because of the thing, but it was just like, dang, like that. It's just a kind of a crazy thing. Like, bro, I look stupid, but I mean, I kind of do look stupid for that, because I mean, what are you talking about? And it was Squid Game, and it was I think it was like number 1. It was like laughing and stuff, and everyone was just looking at him like, you good, bro? I was like, yeah, that'd be the worst thing I'd ever had to hear. Too risky. Too risky. I mean, that is so risky. If I did that stinking move, that is basically asking to lose. Now, Rayson's thing, compared to a healer, is that he can do this chant, the Green Day. Green Day! He can do the Green Day and not have to worry about, he doesn't have to worry about a use. Like, you know, mend, weapon durability, he doesn't have to worry about any of that. He can just do it. You know, one of the things I really kind of hate about certain weapon durability, like stinking staves and stuff, it's like, isn't the magic the thing? Like, what I mean is like, okay, a sword, I get it, you know, you make contact with it, I get that. What about a stave? Like, is the magic is within you. Some stinking, look at me now, you know, type of mess. But you actually, like, you know magic. So why is the magic uses being used? You know what I mean? I don't get that. But I always say, I personally do like weapon durability as a mechanic, depending on how the game uses it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people hate weapon durability, or quite a bit of people hate weapon durability. Like, I know Radiance hated it when smash it with a hammer. But I remember he hated it from Breath of the Wild. And honestly, I just kind of don't really agree with that. You know what I mean? I actually like weapon durability, as I like the concept of it when done right. Because, see, like in Oblivion, right? Ooh, this is gonna be a fight. Well, good thing she lived. I was kind of low-key scared. The worst thing you want to hear from a mage is out of mana. Like, I always question why they don't have, you know, mana books. Now, I can see, like, with staves, like the books, not staves. I can see with, like, books, I can get that. But just regular magic career, I don't understand why that has weapon durability. At least the books, you know, they has pages. I like to have, like, the headcanon that, you know, like every time they use a book, like a page gets torn. So then they have like no more pages within that book because they have no more use for the book. To kind of summarize headcanons, is theories or thoughts that are not said, but like you come up with. So like some people have a headcanon about like Ash and Annette having like a ghost club. Because they're all afraid of ghosts, or all the people who are afraid of ghosts, they all have a club that they just like talk about, you know, the ghosts. That's a headcanon. It's a weird line of like fan fiction but not fan fiction. So are you going to fight with us? Are you sure you want to do this? The words of Ike ring yet on in my ears. We were so trapped by our own ideas, we weren't able to sympathize with your feelings. Because the two of you think to put me above all else, you say you will sacrifice your lives for me. Yet, even if I'm able to borrow Even if I'm able to borrow Ike's strength and win back Grenada, if the cost of victory is Eliza U2, I shall never smile again. And joy, never again will I feel that emotion in my heart. Please aid Ike and rescue Jeffrey. Then return to me, come back alive. For you, we would the world itself depart. We'll be back. Cavalry. I was wondering why we didn't have 13 minutes. I was saying someone had to stinking cough. Oh my goodness, dude. What is going on with the biorhythm? Like seriously, I hate this system. You're talking about stinking weapon durability. I think biorhythm is one of the most stupidest. I don't care if it's stinking Lucida, alright? She's not bad, right? But like, dude. Oh my goodness. Actually, hold up. Wait a minute, she's kind of cooking. Is it really one of those situations? Oh my goodness. Is it really one of those situations where it's like, her looks are as good as her skills? It is. She outclasses Mike, Ike, Mike and Ike, the stinking M&Ms. They're not even M&Ms, they're like stinking not Jolly Ranchers, they're Skittles? You got Skittles? I hate Skittles. The Skittles are so dumb. I remember I said that in daycare, and everyone looked at me like as if I was like as if I said like some bad sanction, like I startled somebody. I'm like, no, bro, I just don't like Skittles. Taste the rainbow. It tastes my. Okay, maybe not that far. It's kind of wild. I was gonna say taste my booty. Like I can't say that. This is weird. Real talk though. So she's got like silver sword. IIRC, if I have to push up my stinking glasses. Silver sword is a magic-based sword, yeah? No. I'm thinking of Sonic sword. Sonic sword? Sonic sword. Sorry. Sonic sword. Sonic sword. Chat, Sonic sword. Alright, let's do it. 10. But we still got more screen time. Level 5 mercenary. So you go from being a fighter to a warrior. So you go from being like a sword, an axe class to an axe class. Diabolical air slash right there. Against a person who's super effective. I know. That's like saying like stinking Ignatz goes crazy because he's facing against like a Pegasus Knight. You know what I mean? No, it's like Ignatz crits a lot because he's using a killer bow. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things. I always thought that was a crazy comparison. When someone told me that, I was like, dang, that's actually kind of mean. But, they're not wrong. Let's say I'm definitely in some kind of enemy territory. But yeah, plug in the new hard drive, transfer all the files over, and then upload them in. Then once I do those two things, then oh my goodness. Then once I do those two things, then I can truly go to sleep. It's kind of crazy that we're 15 turns arrived. So, okay, I was gonna say, somewhere in my head was like, yo, these enemies are kind of like weak sauce. The card. So I'm gonna make sure to blast through these dudes. But see, send me because it's number, please. I guess it won't be too hard to save on my phone. LOL. The thing was that earlier she was basically talking about one of my cousin's phone numbers, so that was all I could really say about that. But don't worry, I will do it in a second. My ultimate goal right now currently is to take down that stupid, dumb... I'm at least make the bigger cavalry push forward. For example, I'm at least trying to get Titania to go face a whole bunch of people. Now, I'm not gonna make her fight any more people, seeing as she's a level 20 stinking paladin, and she's on looking like she's on a good day right now. She's basically got everything up in her repertoire. Soul to get her HP back on rare occasions. I mean, Titania's a walking, talking like defense and extremely strength powerhouse. The true definition of looks and movesets all at the same time. Now, all I do is take a swag view on this game. No. Maybe. Look, okay, let me tell you with a straight face. I think this game is good. I really do. Story and all that stuff. That 4 out of 5, I really do think it is a 4 out of 5. My main problem is that it's long. Now, I know that sounds kind of stupid. Like, yeah, I'm damn sure like it's gonna be long. It's a stinking TRPG. It's a Japanese RPG, JRPG, in that sort of way. Not a turn-based, granted, but it's a tactical role-playing game. You know, we have to use tactics in order to face people. So yeah, it's going to take you a few minutes. I'm sorry, it's not immediate. Okay, bro, jeez, man. Like, you have to say all that, jeez. That's what I was trying to get at. All I'm just simply saying is that the game is fun, in a sense, but it's got that old school kind of thing. Dude, there's no stinking Coliseum. Bro, I hate to really, bring you down to your level right now. There's a guy that's on a dragon, and he can pretty much go anywhere he wants to right now. So if you don't decide to log in right here and now and actually destroy this goofy goober, we're going to lose. Aight? Lucia, so close, so, just short. Insert story of my life right here. I love this. She's like really cool as a Valkyrie. It's cool to also have someone that uses swords and uses weapons all at the same time. Drats. Fill up with a guacamole inside of rice crackers too. Wait, hold up. Smite. Stiff arm! Alright. 1 sec. whoa. If I'm going to this stinking thing tomorrow with the rest of the family, like everybody from the family, I gotta make sure my stuff is charged. Cause man, I gotta sugarcoat it. I don't know all of these people. I'm gonna sit there like, oh my goodness, I remember you. You don't remember me, do you? No, I literally just met you. Oh, you remember me, right? I held you when you were a baby. Yeah, when I didn't have stinking object permanence yet. Like, you know, where it's like when you gain actual consciousness, like when you're like at the age of like 4 or 5, mostly 5, like, you know, when you actually start remembering stuff, you know? You actually gave them that object permanence so you remember a timeline. Dude, I was a baby. I changed your diapers. Like, no, okay. Look, I thank you for that. I still don't know who you are. You can literally say that you saved me from like a burning building that was currently being caught on fire while being fought by 15 different ninjas, all screaming that they want me, and you could save me and, you know, do all that. I won't remember that. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like usually when I hear that, like I don't really give like too much of heckle. You know what I mean? Like it's like look, I don't know you. It's crazy that there's way more people that have that exact same experience. Thank you, Stefan. Stefan, you don't want to do your 5 bajillion different crits that you were doing on enemies that had like 5 HP, you know, unnecessarily? You don't want to do this now? Please, just get this guy. I don't know what came over me just now. Jeez. Oh, and there was also man, I am D1 levels of Brock simping. Oh my goodness, let me focus up. Jeez, please. No cheese. Good. But no, real talk though. Bars! Okay. But, no, for real. Dang it. I was being serious this time. I actually forgot what I was going to say. Tennis. Renault. People. Oh. Wait. There. No, please. Right? Yeah. Wait. There. Okay. I wish you could put pinpoints on the stinking map. I'm not doing psychic. If I can get there, I can get there. Racing. Hype me up. Bro, that stinking Donkey Kong Bonanza song actually got into my head where, you know, Pauline picks up the mic and starts singing whatever monkey gibberish it is, pulling a Splatoon. It's a good song. Oh Lord. Morum said he needed the XP. Now, I'm kind of a dunce for this, because she's going to do one slide, not desecrate. Like, bro, shush. I'm glad they give me confirm options like that. Alright. No one else has anything else of that sort of repertoire, like bows. So I'm going to make it. Oh, that's weird. But nah, I've been playing a lot of, oh! Pokemon! That's what I was gonna talk about. There was a dude that I watched. I forgot his name. But he does like ranking every Ash gym badge. He did from Kanto to Johto to Hoenn, and he was talking about like it's will we get a Mickey Mouse or will we not? The challenge is like, will it be a Mickey or will it not be a Mickey? And basically what a Mickey is, or Mickey Mouse, preferably Mickey, is like a cheap win. You know, it's basically, you know, when someone says like, man, that was lucky. That was Mickey. That's literally what I know. Someone's gonna be like, oh, you just say that was lucky. Look, bro, that's what it means. It's like a 1930. Like, this is an actual thing that actually is in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Okay, this is not like some stinking slang. This is an actual word that actually got put into the actual dictionary. Like, I'm being serious. Like fraudulent, you know? Like what's a really good example? Well, I would say like some of Ash's wins, they are kind of Mickey. Like, I'm not sure good. Some of Ash's moves, when I was watching the show again, they were kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was insane. Kind of good beat, but like, no, real, like seriously, this dude, some of the wins, like he would just, like, I forgot. Oh man, it was like one where he just. Oh, it was cause his Pikachu was Ash's Pikachu was like powered up by I think it was like a Raikou, and I think that's his name, the Raikou. It's one of the mythical Pokemons. Not in Kanto. In Johto? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm so sorry. It's like it's Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. Those are the mythicals. I'm trying to remember. Is it Johto? Cause Kanto is the Regigigases, right? And those are the mythicals. Then Johto is like oh, Johto's the birds. Is it Johto? Yeah. Johto is the birds. Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. And then Hoenn is Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. And now I gotta man, I'll tell you, the Pokemon theme's got some bigger bangers. You know, the guy to catch on, that one's a good one. But like, what's another good one? Pokemon Johto, that one theme, I like that thing. It's a whole new world, bro. That one goes hard. Then the movie one was like dun 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 dun. That one's hard too. Oh, the Battle Frontier. You know, it's a battle winner. Stop. Some themes actually go really extremely hard for no reason. But the other mythicals is I think for Sinnoh it's it's Sinnoh, Mesprit, Azelf, and Uxie. Dude, Sinnoh's my jam. Sinnoh was actually my first like start on the Mons. My good old cousin Latroy. He's actually the guy that I'm gonna give my SSD to, cause he recently got a laptop, and you know, I wanted to at least give him some, you know, more storage on his laptop, and some more memory from a laptop. Well, what about root beer? Root beer. SpongeBob. Anyway, he would let me play his DS back in like when we were in school. So like 09, 010 was when I was like in kindergarten. So he'd let me play on his DS, and I got to play a little bit of Pokemon. And because he played Pokemon Pearl, which made me like Palkia a lot more. I just like Palkia's design a lot more. Not saying I don't hate Dialga, but I just like Palkia's design a lot more than Dialga's. Because I like the fact that it's like this pink lizard that actually like stands on twos. That's why I hated, and even he hated, in Arceus, where they just said, no, Palkia's gonna be a horse, like a stinking centaur. You know, have human up on top and then horse in the back. Like, no, bro. Like, why? Why do that? Come on. So, you know, that happened. But, yeah, Sinnoh's always been my jam. And my favorite Pokemon's always been the Chimchar startup line. And it's like, oh, well, it's probably because your cousin influenced a lot. Touché? I can see that? No. Alright, I just love the designs of the Pokemon. Dodge that! Dude. You. Morim. That's literally his name. That was not to be an insult. I'm just sick that he didn't dodge. Yeah, this Dunscaroni's not gonna know what his thinking counterattack is for the life of him. How you think you don't have thinking counterattack? I don't care, bro. Who sits there with a bow and it's just like, oh, I guess I'm gonna take this hit. Where's your knives? Where's your counterattack? Fight back. Brother, fight back. I'm being serious. Where's your counterattack? Literally, where's your counterattack? I think we have, like, way too much thinking, like, way too much, storage. So I'm gonna make sure to how to out-blitz the blitz on a lot of shorts in terms of, Fire Emblem. Because I have way too many clips. I could just delete them. I really could. They serve, like, zero purpose outside of just to fill my storage. There's no point in me sending them. Because what's the point of sending out the clips? But, that's gotta hurt. Because, man, we ain't no stinking Igreg. This dude Igreg went to, what, Mexico? I was like, huh. Neat. And that was it. Cause like, I know like Size Peace like also talked about like the, no it was Slackness, the whole like, you don't need to really have like, all I'm saying is like, when I look at these people I'm just like, oh that's neat, like now it's like, okay that's cool, it's not me being like, oh man I wish I was there, no, alright, cause that's just you don't need that kind of type of thing. Some people take it to a whole extremely different type of level, feeling like they're actually a part of the crew, but they're not a part of the crew. That, my friend, is what you call a parasocial relationship. Can y'all dodge a stinking blast that's going under y'all's feet? Like, come on. Jeez. I may be setting my standards way too high. Alright, Morim, gotta get back in there. Because I'm kind of a thinker, I'm gonna make more of them go into the bushes. Cause if you check on the top left, the thicket actually has AVO 10, defense 1. I don't know what on earth MDF is. But I know is that I'm gonna put him here. I'm gonna make him attack. And he's gonna hurt the stinking dragon. Because the dragon's a bum, right? Because flying type units, the bushes and stuff, don't affect them. What I mean by this is, he doesn't have defense 1 and AVO 10. So I get AVO 10, meaning I get to dodge more. But yeah, I had bought Pokemon Platinum like 2 years back. Like when I first started my channel, all that stuff. In like August. I think it was like August 30th to be exact, of 2023. It's when I bought Pokemon Platinum. And ever since then, I've been kind of like subtly playing it a little bit here and there. Oh, see ya. Slash this dude. Give me that XP. Weak! Hey, no, all bets are off, dude. No, at this, no, I hyped you up in everything. Bastin. Sir Bastin. Hype me up. Whoa. 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 Y'all see what I'm seeing? Oh, it is 902. I was like, why did my screen turn yellow? Check it. In certain instances, causes an enemy's weapon durability to drop. And he's a sage. So he's already advanced in his advancement. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Please. I'm gonna need you to, like, not be here, but here. Right? She's gonna block that off. I'm gonna make that boy Renault pull up to the house. Oh, thank goodness the command army has arrived. We have suffered for so much from the Dane's rule that we can't. Oh, got safety. Alright, Reese. Good. Something even more questionable. Close. You right there for a minute? Alright, Reese, you take this corner. Who needs heals? Y'all are good. You're good. You're good, little bro. And Tanith, just hanging around in the middle, I guess. And I really hate when use kind of become this point, because it's just like, well, what do I do with these guys? Like seriously, what do I do with these dudes? He's not doing anything. I guess racing could, like, give her a green day. Now, why did I give it to, like, Mist or something like that actually mattered? I don't know. But Tanith actually is good. Let me give you a thing, okay? Look, Pegasus Knight's physicality-wise, I hate it. I don't like him. But I will say that, like, in terms of, like, actually, like, a transportation, hey, they get it done. Like, I can guarantee that at least I can fly these dudes over mountains and stuff. Something that regular knights can't really do. Oh man, I'm gonna despise this. Look, someone's gotta go. I gotta pull a stinking look. Subspace Emissary. Stinking Ness to Lucas over here. Old Ness and Lucas. And stuff. Please. Sorry. Do you need a hand? Well, take it! Nice dodge. You want a hand? Well, take it! Part 2. But it's not enough. Can you just, like, I know this, I'm asking the bare minimum on this. Can you just attack the people that are on the crossbow so that way we all don't just get shot down by random people that are currently in the sky? That would be utmost virility. Okay. Okay. But do that to the other guy. Because now he's gonna just ooh. Oh, what? No! That's why I love Mist. Words could not express how much sheer passion I felt that she took that hit. I was like, oh please don't lose. And she said, lose? That's not even in my dictionary. What is that word? And took that hit? Oh man, I felt that way in my spirit. Now it's the pocket, just dodge. Just dodge. Just dodge. Gohan to Piccolo. Just dodge. I mean, Piccolo to Gohan. Just dodge. Seriously. Your whole thing is to be a sword master. You're supposed to be quick and elegant and nimble at the same time, while slashing and making a whole bunch of crits. Meaning that you're supposed to keep getting a whole bunch of hits. But you can't get enough crits. You can't get enough hits. So, now all it is It's just a, I'm not going to say all what I'm going to say. Basically, it's just dumb. I don't like it. I need them to kind of step up their game. Now, that's not my team. If that was my team, ooh, excuse me, you got a bench for a chapter for that. No damage on 2 hits? Unless you were facing a stinking pallet. If you were facing someone that's not within your class range, then yeah, I completely understand. Like, for example, if like a good example of this is if Ash Ubered from Fire Emblem 3 Houses fought a paladin knight, but Ash was a like thief slash assassin slash just a sword class, and he went to go face against a heavy armor knight and did no damage. I understand that. I completely get that. I'd be surprised if he even did 1 damage, right? But when you are actually fighting someone within your class range and you do no damage, we have a problem. It's either an under-level development problem, meaning it's my fault, accountability? No. Or it's a, obviously, look, that was obviously a joke. No, I refuse to ever ego trip that hard. That is actually low-key crazy. But, or it's like they just don't want to hit. Or they just don't want to hit. That's gotta be the, that's gotta be the worst. Why does that soldier look like Oscar? It's the armor. It's definitely the armor. Ooh. Okay. Do y'all like just hate follow-ups? Is that just like not a thing in y'all's body? They're not even my teammates, and I'm actually already sick because they're part of my affiliation. It's one of those things where it's like, well, I'm in association with this guy. I'm like, y'all not even in my team. I'm actually upset that y'all missed that. Seriously, how? How do y'all miss these hits? They are. Let me get this straight. That's a knife, right? Right. And let me see if I can go into your not your items, your character sheet real fast. Press Y. Nice. Okay. So tell me why you can't hit anybody right here, right now. You have this. Okay, you're not in range. Can I equip it? No. No, I can't. Actually, I can't. Okay. I was gonna say, hey, something's a little wrong here. Why can't I hit this man? I don't know why I would, considering that I could just hit him with range and be good. But he's got that stinky javelin. I can't have that, man. I got him with a book. He's not a flying unit. I gotta set him down. Throw down a face down, you know what I mean? It's a risky play. It's a risky play. I want to do it. Alright. Bastion. Do your thing. Okay, that was a fairly decent slash. A little too much animation. Good follow up. Alright. Just making sure. If there was no follow-up, you were going to get benched. You probably more than likely will get benched. Not out of spite, but just out of because we already got our set team. Like, you can't just introduce me new units and expect me to be like, oh my goodness, I can't wait for my new units. Now I can finally use these people and I can take them. Like, no. I never once I was thinking about, oh my goodness, I can't wait till Lucia's on my team. I was not even thinking that in this. Get this guy out of here. This dude needs a medic with a capital M. Alright. Tanner's gonna grab him and dip because I'm not gonna let this slide. This is just ooh, we'll drag you like half. I can't tell with the bow because they don't like to actually tell me. With 3 uses. I assume it's like I mean, like, here? I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too close. So, like, I don't know, probably here. Best option I really got. I'll push up Mordecai. Oh, he's in Damian Lillard time. He just turned to his beast form. It's Dame time. I wasn't paying attention. I also need to make sure Leap gets her few hits in. And then dips too. And dodge. Really? Really, Leap? 1 HP? You're really gonna do that to me right here, right now. Okay. And Renolf will get the easy clobbering. And all three lagoons are all next to each other. The annoying thing with this is that I would have to have Mordecai be right next to Renolf or right next to Leaf. What I like about, like, I mainly was saying in the other games, like, especially like in Fire Emblem Awakening, is that you don't have to have all the units, like, literally to the side of you. Like, they can be right here, but they can at least be, like, here, and then still get the heart. As long as they're, like, within, like, a square vicinity. So, like, here, 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 here. Like, a 3x3. A 3x3 is the best way I can say it. A 3x3. If they're within a 3x3, then, they're good to go. Ooh. Epiphany. Alright. Check the range. Nope, out of range. Nope. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Alright. Let's push for a round 2. Turns. We got 10 more turns left. I guarantee you we'll definitely be able to beat them in, like, at least within 8. If everything runs as smoothly as possible, nice dodge, and a good, excellent, delicious crit. So I'll get Ike's Sister Mist to go pull up, heal, then the all bomb rush, beat the dude, Ricard. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. The little kids 127 is 2. Jeez Louise. Absolute big summer blowout. Oh. Alright, Lucia. Maybe you should put those white boots to high gear. Silver sword. I don't care how expensive it is, that thing's weak. Yes. When I saw that damage earlier, I said, yeah, why would you move? I really hate that these knights move so dumbly like. Ooh. Oh, that's Ricard. Coward. Coward. Absolute cowardice. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. I will never reference Wicked like that again. You're facing Damian Lillard himself? What are you doing? I can't hype these guys up anymore. I told this dude, you're literally facing Damian Lillard himself. Dude goes for a slash. Stinking Mordecai dodges and then hits him with a good hit. I'm like, alright, Mordecai, finish this guy off. Doesn't. When the Goku is this? Alright, leave now, never return. No, no, he's gonna return with even worse people. Look, I get the mercy rule, I really do. But this is a fight or flight, and we are in war. I want you to remember that we are in war. We are in war. You know what I mean? Shoot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Beat them up. I know it sounds kind of messed up, but like, look, alright. I know you want to go home. But I don't. You want to go home. I don't know that. Alright? I could think that you're playing face so you can live. I can't have that. Oh, is that the Black Knight? Is that the command army? Where is Gawain's son? He's talking about Griel? Ike? He is his father's son after all. Contrary to my initial estimation, he may prove to be worthy. What? It's him! Oh, this ain't good. Oh no, this is bad. At least out of transformation. Rest easy, Leaf. You did good. You really did. I can't, man, she's in a bad position. I can't beat that guy. I know that sounds like a bro. Ain't no way you are saying that. You, of all people, are gonna say that with a straight face that you cannot beat this guy? I literally cannot beat this guy right here, right now. If I did, that would have to be the most game-breaking thing I would ever have done. This dude's on a green arrow. Dude's got 30 strength. That's the max strength. Dude's got 30 skill, 30 defense, +5. And he doesn't have any items equipped. I don't know where he's getting that +5 from. Probably from the sheer rush adrenaline of seeing Ike. Yes, it's Griel's son, his offspring. I can't wait to just slash him in combat. That's probably what's getting him riled up. And I'm not gonna let him live out this fantasy. I'm gonna have to beat this dude right here, right now. In another timeline, because there ain't no way that's happening today. I gotta beat Ricard and then leave, because I'm not staying here. No one's dying. I played too many turns to go back. I know it's 6 turns, but I really do not care. There's too many turns, too many sitting downs, too much conversation, and especially way too much thinking for my caliber to go all the way back and have to reset that. Can you move less than 4 steps? What is this? I'm not asking you to run a whole triathlon. I'm asking you to just simply cross over 2 planes. You can go backwards easily. Why can't you go forwards easily? Wait. As a whole tree. Are you implying that I have to go around trees? Trees. Oh, we can go around thickets. I mean stinking thickets. You know, bigger than trees, forests. We can't go around a tree. We can't go around a tree or go through a tree. We have to go around the tree. What Neanderthal made this stinking decision? I don't care if that sounds mean or rude. That's just dumb. Why would you do that? I'll tell you why. Because they want to prolong this further than they have to. Game, you don't have to prolong further battles than they have to. Just let me go for a straight fight, beat Ricard, and then get out of here. Why do you have to always incentivize yourself to always make the fight way longer than it has to? It doesn't have to be this way. Jeez. It's kind of mainly been a thing I always wanted to say since like eons of time, but I always keep getting distracted by other things, i.e. anything that I'm currently looking at. So, that's why I kind of would forget. But it adds up, you know what I mean? 1 + 1 = 2, my guy. We just gotta go for it. Double slash this guy. Actually, 1 slash this guy. Then Mordecai's gonna keep going straight. Go all the way down. Fight Ricard. The whole point case in being is that this dude, the Black Knight, is trying to press us. That's his whole thing. He's trying to give us the old spook. The old, I scared you, didn't I? And, well, see, that probably would have got anybody else. But that's not going to get me. You're not going to fake me out so easily. I played this game for over, well, not this game specifically, but I played this franchise since I was in the 8th grade. I wasn't the best at it. I was dog water. But I still like seeing Ike. I was like, oh my goodness, it's Ike. And Marv. Great day. Oh no. Dang, Reese, for a dude that's got what I assume is like 3 strength. One strength, excuse me. You really put the push on him. Racing must be like thin as a twig. You gotta keep pushing up. That's the only best way I can really say for this. We all have to be able to keep pushing up. If we don't, who's gonna catch us? Bad range. I'll let all y'all sort that out. Okay. Can you at least fight Ricard? Just go up to Ricard, do a crazy slash or something, and then be good. That soldier's gonna sit all over Timbuktu. You're really gonna ban a post? You're really just gonna ban a post? Are you dumb? Hey, I know it's gonna sound like, bear with me when I say this, I know it's gonna sound like a crazy idea, but have you ever heard this thing called, and the possibility of ever putting on a thinking cap? I think you would greatly benefit from that. Because ain't no way you're gonna sit here and tell me with a straight face that you sat there on a crossbow and said, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And got off the crossbow and used your own bow against a beast who is immune to your kind of bow damage. You would have had a much better chance shooting me from like 90,000 yards and hitting me than right in front of my face and hitting me. And I know it sounds like, well, wouldn't it be the opposite? You would think. The game said, nah, it ain't like that. Man, they're gonna make this fight more and more annoying to really just kind of get there, but I mean, it's gonna be super annoying. Super tedious. But Tediosity is my middle name. I don't know what kind of fidget that was, and no, it's not. Good dodge. Sorry. Soda. Get rid of the trigger that. A lot of foam, a lot of stuff. Almost about to say carbon monoxide. Soda's not carbon monoxide. Would not be here. That's gas. That would just be all. Oh goodness. Dude. I didn't even hype him up this time. And yet you fail me? You fail me again. Yet you fail me again. How? Why can't you just do the thing? Uh-oh. Oh, that don't look too good. You stay right there. I can see the link up who's on bike. Alright, it's a good enough link for me. So, nowhere on the bridge. Let me get everybody sorted up. 3, 4, 7. 3, 5. So Reese is gonna go on the other side here. And it's Bastion. And it's Miss. Because she's the one that rides the horse. I'll send all of them down. Risky. So you could have made it there. That's way too risky. Alright. Gotta get this claw dude out of here. I mean, not this claw dude. Yeah, bow dude out of here. Renault's gonna eventually turn out from his beast form soon. And that's gonna be the worst thing. I need you to do racing. A quadruple Green Day. Alright, now we can all move again. I love when he goes into his beast form. Leith will be the aggro. And eventually she'll build up enough to become beast again. You know, I will say this to the day I'm deceased. I listen to her voice on the Fire Emblem Heroes like voice line thing, and her English voice actor sounded super weak. Now I know this is gonna sound like, well, didn't you just talk about the whole sub versus dub thing like what you like? Yes. It's not gonna be me being contradictory or anything like that. Here's the thing. The thought, I was basically saying, the voice that I had in my head compared to what she actually sounded like was super off to me. Cause she's like, oh, you Lagoose. I mean, oh, you Bjork. And I'm just like, I don't know, I thought she would have had more like a Lysithea type of voice. You know, like, oh, you did like, you know, like a snarky attitude. That's what I always hear in my head. It's like a snarky attitude of like, well, we're the superior race. But like, I guess you guys aren't the worst. You know, that type of trope. I guess y'all weren't so bad after all. And again, I will never understand if I had 2 nickels for every time a stinking Fire Emblem like Heroes person ever lost a shoot in combat for a critical hit animation. I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. It's just weird that it's happened twice. I know you're probably sitting here like, dude, what are you talking about? That game, I love it so much. But when they go for people who basically are pretty much just like, you know, Lynn, you know, she's got good character development. No, she just got good. And it's just like, no. I'm so sorry. Look, I stinking hear you, right? But Lynn isn't someone that I'm like fawning over and gonna buy her just because of her stinking looks. I like her stinking gameplay. Alright? I get it. But like, it's like where I'm like, oh man, you know, it's like with me and the whole Titania thing. I'm like, she's nice. I gotta keep my analytical bro87 on my wits about. Ain't no way this coward's about to try to stinking leave this stinking field. No, I did not travel 8 different turns to get over here. Get hit with this poleaxe, which is effective against heavy knights. Yeah. Good slash. Excellent dodge. And a good slash part 2. No matter one's proven deeds, one defeat unmans us all, and so it ends. Finally. And now the stinking Black Knight can leave us alone. Unless we have to. We don't have to. We have to fight him? No, we don't have to fight him. I have to make it there. It's a full wait. Alright. Oh no, those dudes are pulling up with the axes. TLDR, they cause poison. Venine axes have poison in them, and you get slashed by one of them. Well, you'll take damage and you'll be poisoned for like 5 turns. So every turn, you know, that goes by, like when your turn comes up, you'll lose a bit of damage. Which, in pickle situations, is something you don't want to have. I forgot what mission I was on, but I remember I think it was like when I first fought General Katrina again. And I remember we had to go like storm with the capital. It was like a mountain to the right, it was like in the snow. And I remember getting hit with those Venine axes, and that was really extremely annoying. Not risking that. Too many biscuits to be had here. And I'm not talking about Popeyes. Sit and you will wait until that dude goes over and attacks you. But in Pokemon Platinum news, I finally found the daycare again. I know that sounds dumb. Like I originally had stopped at the stinking mansion because I didn't know where to go for the rest of the game. So then one day in my head I said, man, I want to go back to the daycare. Cause like recently I got back into the game because I wanted to at least trade my Pokemon with my DS counterpart, because I had the DS cartridge on both my original and my new 2DS XL, and so I decided to trade with myself because the game, certain Pokemon can only be traded through trade. Because I like to see almost every single thing, and wait, why would I do that? Why on earth would I do that? Why did I just put somebody else over there? Epiphany. I think Racing should be able to reach you. Too short. I'm kidding, but like, myself, sometimes I question my ideas. It's not like I can't just not think here. It's like I can't just like get rid of ideas. And it's gonna stink like cottage cheese. And so long as no one's slacking or dragging all the way in the back, we should be good. I'll buy y'all some time having defense. I want to see whatever this thing in the bushes is. Oh, good dodge. Oh, good dodge. Part 2. A good poke and a good poke part 2. Wow. We're really making 2 part 2, part 4 type of movies? And there goes my controller. Oh, and his AoE actually like fully heals everyone within the vicinity. And Leaf is back in action, and this space doesn't seem like it really matters. Oh, it's a heal hedge. Like, you're supposed to sit there and heal. I understand. I thought it just meant to just say hedge. I don't know what I really thought it originally just said. Easy. Watch this. Double. Oh, we're not gonna win. Wait. Do the water. Hey, she said, bet. I was like, hey, prove me wrong. In these situations, I love to be proven wrong. If I said something is not gonna work and it does absolutely horrendously work to the point where you get a crit, hey, put me wrong, please. Jeffrey! Are you Sir Jeffrey? Yeah, what's it to you? Blah blah blah. I'm in the army. Where's the princess? I didn't bring her. Alright, thank you for that at least. You know, inside the castle, yeah, saving them off. Blah blah blah. I haven't made it in time, and now we finally arrived. And yet another general is defeated. I wonder how powerful you'll become. I look forward to our next meeting. Fight me. Alright, we won another day. Mr. Words, both my friends came to understand how vital it was. Understand the feelings of knights, but to understand how important the former tenors are. And the support which they provided you, and to be able to save them. Oh, as am I. Alright, let's go. If I'm going to be fighting with them, I should probably do this myself. Hold up. Yo, what's up? See, this is important to me. Your family. I may presume too much. But, well, you and the others are also appraisable to me, so I ask you to continue support as per usual. Yeah. Jeffrey. It's great to see you again. You lost your life today. This reunion will not be taking place. Be careful, bro. Yeah. Alright, it's never our intent to sacrifice your feelings for the sake of the nation. Sorry about that. But soft. What luck do we feel? Fate's kiss. Anon, the clouds depart the rains. It's not what we're talking about. Oh. Basically saying, yes, we finally got our person back. No longer we think of honor and dying in such a cavalry of fashion, and the difficulties we choose the road that was used to continue when you had yourself alone. Oh, now that is aura. That is heat. What? No, don't cover it up. You gotta just remove the top. I like this. So like they're all like knelt down, and then she's like, oh my goodness, I am super happy. Dude, I'm sick too. That's a good paint right there. I'll admit, a lot of the animation, in terms of like drawings, I honestly feel like are really good. It's just a shame they just go like that. So it's like, hey, Intelligent Systems, I made a pretty good art piece. Hey, that's nice. Too bad it'll be overshone by text boxes in a few seconds. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just like, dang, man. Also, hopefully the creator of the game, not this game specifically, but the franchise, is doing well. I heard that he originally had gotten kicked out of I think it was Nintendo, and so he tried to make a comeback by making his own game, but he kind of went out sad, like a bitterness of sad, because he tried to use the character and stuff that he made, and I get it, but I mean you did give up your license. It's like if I made Sonic the Hedgehog and I went to Sega, and then Sega fired me, and I tried to make Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't make Sonic the Hedgehog because Sonic the Hedgehog is just Sonic, but just Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know what is a Hedgehog, but I can't really do that unless it goes into the parody category, like the Ugly Sonic when they did use it for Chip and Dale. It's not like them using Sonic's actual likeness, but it's like a really bad parody. It's not the act. It's like the McDowell's. That's the best example I can really give. It's not actually McDonald's. It's just a stupid. It's a stupid parody. Whether you decide I want to take blah blah blah, limit your strength, yeah, we got you. Yeah, we'll do that. Of course, like everyone else that we'll do with us three. So do we save now, or? Alright, I'm coming back. You! Why why I appear now? You mean tell me you purposely waited until the battle was over? I know how your mind works, and I assumed you would attack the moment you saw me. But perhaps you learned to judge the importance of time and place. To a mercenary, nothing's more important than the contract between him and his employer. Well, shall we call off our contest then? When you die here, you'll be in breach of contract. That's not a problem. All you have to do is win. Ready yourself. Think that you can face me beyond? You must be crazy. What? That was a double crit! What are you talking about? You're not as overly clumsy as I feared. It is regrettable that your weapon is so poorly made. Why do my attacks have no effect? I'm saying, you literally did a double crit. That was a double crit. And it did, well, you know the word. And so, it was like, bruh, are you serious? To be fair, we are facing a heavy knight with a sword. You know what I made that comparison about Ash and the heavy knight thing? That's literally this moment. That's not some one-off thing of me trying to be funny. It literally was me actually trying to tell you that yes, that was some unintentional foreshadowing. Some weird unintentional foreshadowing, I'll tell you that much. So, though we did our best efforts, we don't have, well, a good enough weapon. Our weapon is boo-boo, dog water, dookie. I mean straight fecal. We can't do anything because it's a good weapon, yes, but it's not good enough to beat this guy. We need something stronger. He said his armor is blessed by the goddess. Only weapons that are also blessed can so much as scratch it. So basically, we need another. Basically, I have plot armor, and the only way to beat my plot armor is if you have even more plot armor, weapon-wise and durability and all that stuff. And then I said, God dang it! So I just got regular Haven weapons? He said, yes, you have regular Haven weapons. But he said, no, you don't gotta worry about that. You have the Ragnell, right? And then I said, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, it's the counterpart to my blade. Tell me you were not an idiot enough to leave it in that place. You took it with you, along with your father's corpse. That sword, the one that you threw my father like an act of charity, the one you refused, that's Ragnell. I claim victory today. When we next meet, bring Ragnell. Without the proper weapon, I grow bored. I knew that weapon meant a lot more now. I'm super glad that I saved that weapon. Okay, so allegedly the game has like, what, 30 chapters? Dude, we're only on chapter 25. My company break the siege of Delbray Castle and join the rest of the Khmer retainers there. The army grows to a larger size yet, and the addition of retainers truly becomes the armed force of its name. In addition, their recent heroic acts finally moved the conservative lands to dispatch much-needed reinforcements. Long-awaited warriors of Berea marched through the treacherous Marahan mountain range. A series of jagged peaks have spread across southern Khmer. And then slipped through the gaps in the main force and moved him towards command armies. Berea rises. This information holds its item as he marches the army at the top at high speeds. I love summarization. Chapter 25, Strange Lands. Okay, so we got a few filler chapters, and then the bigger chapters. The old Phoenix, the bird people. Leanne coming in, random language. How you doing? Random language. It's good to hear. Not surprising. It's a good day. Random language. Yeah, we Hawks enjoy the smell of the sea. Hope you feeling home. You doing good. Well, that's good. And the Lord, random language. I thought his condition might improve. Well, let's hope he's good. Random language. Yeah, you can understand what she's saying, right? Yeah. I mean, a little bit. Oh, yeah, you weren't around when he got there first. So when he arrived, he was just like this, you know. You never know it by how fluently he speaks it, you know. Now that you mention, he does use some funny words when he gets angry, but the letter is written in standard script. Over 20 years, he's gained total mastery of you. You read the letter? No, I just caught a glimpse of it in your hand. I'm sorry. Bruh. Random language. What? Yeah, that's right, it's a letter. What? Over 20 years, he's gained total mastery. You read the letter. Oh, you read the letter, didn't you? Okay. Forgot the question mark and exclamation. I was like, what? I thought he was like asking a genuine question, like, yo, did you read it? But it's like, oh man, you read it. Random language. Yeah, his race is fine when he wonders what happened. He doesn't give details, but he asks for readings to send reinforcements. When he's asking for help, then this must be really serious. I like to imagine. I'd like nothing better to take the win immediately, but I can't leave her alone. Well, I think you already get the joke. Random. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, that's crazy talk. Random language. I suppose it's time to put my plan into action then. What is it? Random language. Alright. One thing right. I'm off to sell for Galea. I want you to watch over the ante. 30 at third. I don't know what you are literally saying. Maybe I should talk louder. Hey, I don't know whatever that says, a random language, but I'm pretty sure she basically said, don't do that. That is the most stereotypical thing you could probably ever say in your entire life. Ain't no way you're gonna sit here and say, man, you don't understand what I'm saying? So let me shout it louder. Bro, you could speak to me in Himalayanese. Just because you scream Himalayanese to me in a louder tone is not going to make me automatically understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? It doesn't. Why do foreigners think that? No, you can't talk loud and speak slowly and still make me That's just, if anything, that's more demeaning. And I'm mad because it's like, bro, what on earth was that? I thought we were cool. Trying to speak to me as if I'm slow. In a language I don't even speak. Like, what are you talking about? She said, do you want me to put this in that bag? Got it. In it goes. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm putting it in the bag. What's up? Some stuff? What are you? Over there? Behind me? What, something's behind me? Oh! If you want your father to be killed, then by all means keep screaming. Like, dude, what does this dude want from us? Dude, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You know, I'm gonna be seriously real. And you know, I'm gonna come up with a big analysis. I know it's gonna sound like kind of crazy that I just kind of ramble on and like absolutely not picking up anything. The Black Knight. If I'm gonna tell you with a straight face, the Black Knight, literally, his whole entire vendetta is basically your dad was like top G. He was cool. We slayed a whole bunch of people together. But then one day he got a hold of this medallion and took over his evil, like his pure evil. And he went on a rampage in the town, took a bunch of arrows and different slashes and stuff, but didn't put a scratch into it. Until his wife had to really step in, grab the medallion, but in that exchange of grabbing the medallion and taking the heat off of him, he had stabbed her by accident. Realizing this, he had cut his tendons off on his hand, and no longer can he use a sword legitimately. And now that the Black Knight, you know, realized that bro went to hiding, like, oh snap, you know, we used to be like mean, we used to be slashing people, you know, we were mercenaries. I was the student, you were the sensei, but ain't no way, this is all you gotta say. You're really not gonna, you know, fight with me anymore? This is what we're gonna do? And then, Real's like, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to tell you this, all I can do is wield this axe, because I cut off my tendons due to what had happened. And then Black Knight's like, well, you're weak and dumb, and worse, weak and dumb. Then he beats Griel. Griel dies. Ike now lives in trauma, while also making very sarcastic and stupid comments with Mist. And now here he is, terrorizing people constantly, because of this one bad vendetta of, my master left me because he doesn't want to be a bad guy anymore that does off jobs all because of a bad, like, tragedy that had happened to him. I'm sick that that he doesn't want to fight with me, even though he had this bad tragedy that literally happened to him that I more than likely should have known about, because he literally destroyed a village and the people he slept with, and you are his student and he was the master. I don't write this game. I don't write this game. Don't ask me. I didn't write this game because you surely wouldn't have caught me doing something so foolish. To be fair, if I'm going to justify this, like, I mean some sheer copium, maybe he does know all this, and he's just kind of like living in like this own delusion. That's probably the best way I could really say. He's probably just living his own delusion. That this is like, he was just being denial. So now that he has like no reason to actually fight, now that he sees the sun is like, oh, now I get to be his son. like a person, like a family member who had a whole bunch of bankruptcy, and now they get to he's like, oh, that's great, you know, we'll come after the children. No, please leave my children out of this. We'll come after the children next. That's literally what's going on. Bro, so you want your father to be killed, and by all means keep screaming like, what are you talking about? What do you want from us? Seriously. We talked about bring the Ragnell next. Otherwise, this won't even be a chance. Oh no, when I see you on the field, it's Ragnell City. I saved that weapon explicitly so that way I can go and slash whatever was the main important fight. Because I think it had like, what, 15 uses? And Lord knows, I was not going to use it. So now my only question is this. Well, what would have happened if I did use the Ragnell? Like, all the way through? Because, like, seriously, would I lose the game? I genuinely. I gained that which you requested. Alright, show me what's the up and up. Let's go then. These royals are all alike. Perhaps it's their blood. I believe you have won your possession, right? Yeah, I tried to get her free. Tried to get her to free the Dark God from the medallion, but she got sick and died. These frail people. Just, I should have just killed her in the same place and save some time. Might I suggest this one be treated with more care? Capturing her was not an easy task. For you, it did take quite a lot of time. Diverting the sharp eyes of the Hawk King proved to be quite difficult. It required much planning and care. Don't tell me it was difficult. I know you used that arcane powder to travel about at will. And also the fact that, yeah, you did do some careful planning. You were a heavy knight. You wear big, gigantuous buku armor. There's nothing subtle about you. Your whole presence is just this dude that's in black armor. All I can tell you is dude's not surviving Texas heat. He's certainly not surviving Arizona heat. Cause if he was here, he's gonna get hit with Humidity City. I'm being serious. Bro's gonna get hit with so much humidity, bro's gonna be sweating inside of his suit profusely because of the stinking precipitation in the air. Humid air is the most disgusting thing, because it's the difference between just dry heat. This is wet. You can feel the heat on your body. It feels like a wet, hot blanket, and it's gross. Like a rag, like a hot rag. I don't want that. And in Arizona heat, bro, it melts cars. Dog, you can fry eggs. You can cook an egg on the sidewalk. As unsanitary as it is, you can do that. If you want to be a little bit more legitimate, you can pretty much cook a whole, like, you can cook it on a pan. I'm being serious. You really get to stick it out, wave it around. Get about an hour, boom, get some cooked eggs. Being serious. The powder drains my strength. For that reason, I would rather not use it unless it's absolutely necessary. There's always a downside to these things. When you're talking about the powder drains your strength, it's literally you grabbing a bag, throwing it down. Now, if it's like a spell move that you use, I can understand, you know, it drains man, I get that. But it's just a powder, like a stinking, like, a salt shaker, then what are you talking about? That's like the stinking Metopia, where you like use that salt shaker. That thing heals back like every single turn. So you practically can never lose in Metopia because of that. You are an Enigma, Dark One. That has to not definitely be racially profiled. Everything you possess is fade and of known origin. The armor I present to you, do you find it dissatisfactory? No, it has my approval. My wyvern, Raja, and this armor which renders any enemy attacking potent and potent, both are well suited to me. They both shine because they are mine. And now the medallion, all that Galder as well, belong in my hands. The ball of the dark Galder, but soon, let's see. Conditions aren't bad, but how long will they continue? It's no matter. As long as my chess pieces are on the board, things will work out. Soon every knee will bow to action art. Speaking of chess pieces, I plan to eventually get a Legend of Zelda chessboard. When I saw that someone was selling it on Facebook, I'm not grabbing it from Facebook. Okay, I'm not. NOT, no siree. But I saw it on one of those marketplaces, and I was like, oh man, they actually make these things? And I searched up, yeah, they did make those things. I was like, huh. It's quite interesting. It's actually kind of cool. Now, it's that. Like a marimba 4.3 odd, dude. The only thing is, dude, that thing's going to take so much of my back. Like, well, it's gonna go from like the wall to probably be where my Dominic Bruton poster is, if I'm being real. It's not gonna go from the wall all the way to my dresser. That's gotta be like five octave. There ain't no way. It would never reach that far. If it did, that's one diabolical push. But yeah. What's going on? What happened here? I came. Lots, hold on. I'm sorry, the princess. Who did this? Who was it that did it to you? The knight in black armor. And Lots passed away. Curse you, Dayan. This was evilly done. Well, if you think to play such a game, you'll not find me an easy mark. Alright, so the king means business. Alright, I like to report the lines. Alright, no one fell. Our MVP was Ike, Jeffrey, Lucia, and Bastion. There were no deaths or no injuries. Alright. And with that being said, and said that a being, that is definitely a good save out point right then and there. I'ma be perfectly honest. But man, this game, it works you out. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Dang, 2 hours? I kinda wanted to go for a little bit longer. But you know what they say, always keep it like a 2-hour streams, I suppose. Even then it's like basically 10 o'clock, and I gotta kinda wake up soon, so I'll end it here. Obviously the beware and take care. Not ending it like that. I promise you I'm not ending it like that. I'm tired of ending it like, you know, just some, oh yeah, just start clicking. I feel kind of bad when I do that. But, what's it called? So the plan is this. So, obviously, in the stream, then I'm going to open my bag with my storage, plug into my PC, and then transfer all the files over, then format this stinking hard drive, and then remove that, probably put it in my gamer bag when I go and leave, and then all my games and stuff, and other things that I want to put in there, and at least if I have that, so I move everything over, then I, what else is it? Move all that over, the edits, the clips and all that stuff, my games, whatnot. I'll have to delete the Kakarot footage, because, I'm going to be honest, I was gonna post my stinking raw gameplay footage for, but excuse me, I think we have way too many. There's like the Android saga is just way too big. It's way too big. I didn't think it'd be super big like that, but it is, and so I don't know if I'll be able to do that one. It's like 23 gigs because I recorded for like 9 hours, but excuse me, I'll make sure never to do that again. It's too much compacted. So, move over there, do all that, then bring the game stuff, put that in my bag, put it where my clothes are currently. They're already set up, and take a shower, and yeah, format the thing. Yeah, all right, I got it all set out. But my stomach's kind of cramping on me, so feels like I feel like that Luffy scene where it's like in Water 7, where it's like they're trying to plan to go into Water 7 and beat CP9 and all of them, but then Luffy's like, that's a nice plan, but like I'm ignoring it anyways. That's basically what my stomach remembers saying. Hey, that's a good plan, but like I'm gonna just ruin that real quick for no reason. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for me. Swaggbro87 saying obviously to thing blinded me. Jeez. I actually like my I actually like my eyes, thank you very much. That's what I meant to say. I actually like my eyes, thank you very much. But yeah, that'll do it. Like I said, take care. Goodness.